course from selfimplementers.com, in which today you will learn selling module. So let's begin. In selling module, we will see the features and configuration, how we can configure the sales module as well as its features. So in this video, we will go through the overview of sell module dashboard or selling module dashboard. Under this, we will go through the sale order trend graph chart, and also we will go through the quick look of workspace, of selling workspace. Then in this reports and master, we will see the selling master. Under this, we will see the details of customer master, sale order, and item and pricing. We will see the item price, how we can add the item price, how we will add or edit or modify the price list, how we can add, modify the item group as well. Also, we will create one customer and we will go through the detailed customer master. It's different tab like detail tabs, contact and address tab, tax and accounting tab, sales team, settings, etc. Also, we will add one quotation. We will see the quotation details as well, and we will create one quotation, and from quotation to sale order to sales invoice, we will completing one selling cycle. Then we will go through the service level agreement. Also, we will check what is the service level of agreement, how we can add service level agreement to this selling module. So let's go to our ERPNext application. Here in a web browser, I have already entered my URL to address bar, and I am landing on login page. Under login page, I have entered my username and password. Now I am clicking on login button to enter the ERPNext application. Once I have clicked on login button, I have landed on home doc type or home page of ERPNext application, where I am seeing that there are some shortcuts of item master, customer master, supply master, sale invoice, as well as some of the reports, and under reports and master, under that accounting master is there, data import and setting is there, stock master is there, and recruitment and CRM as well. So today's topic is selling module. So we will go to the selling module by clicking on the selling module from the navigation bar, which will be available on the left side of this doc type. So here, other than selling module, there are so many modules like home, help desk, accounting, buying, selling, stock, human resource, and manufacturing, quality, CRM, projects, support, user, website, loan, payrolls, bill, tools, ERPNext setting, integration, and ERPNext integration. So these are the modules available to the ERPNext application. So we will click on now selling module. You will click on selling module, then you will be landed on selling module doc type, where you can get the sales order trend dashboard, very top of the page or very top of the workspace. Here you can get the overview of monthly sale order trends. If you observe that in December we have sold out 3,80,000 rupees material in December month. So here you will get the overall picture of month-wise sales or month-wise sale trend of your business. In a quick access, you will get the access of Atom Master, as well as you will get the sale order details, where you can get the total number of count which will be pending for the delivery, or which will pending for the invoicing document also. In Atom Master, you will get the overall count of available total number of atoms for the business transactions. In sales analytics, also you will get the detailed sales analytics report, and you will get the dashboard details from the quick access menu. In reports and masters, you will get the selling. Under the selling master, you will get customer master. You can get the overview of quotation, sale order, sale invoice, then sale partner, sale persons. Under the item and pricing, you will get the item master, item price, price list, item group, then promotional scheme, pricing rule, shipping rule, and coupon codes. If you want to create any coupon code, you can create a coupon code from the item and pricing module. Again, under the settings, you can set the sales module settings from the setting module, and under the key reports, you can get the reports of sales analytics, sale order analysis, then sale funnel, then sale order trends, and the quotation trends, customer acquisition and loyalty, inactive customers, salesperson wise transaction summary, item wise sales history as well. In other reports, you will get the customer address and contact details. You will find out available stock for packing items report as well. In under the and other reports, delivery note trend, you will get the delivery note trend report. Then you will get the sales invoice trend as well. A customer credit balance also, the report will you need to generate from the other reports as well. So this is the overview of selling doc type. So in buying module, we have go through the detail of item master, how we can create the item master. In this module, we will go through the item price or item group master as well. First of all, we will look out the item price detail, how we can add the item price. For that, you need to click on item price option, and you will be landed on a item price doc type. Here you will get the overview or list view of all the enabled or active item list. Suppose if you want to add any new price for a particular item, for that you need to click on add item price button. Here new item price doc type will get open. You need to select the particular item number or item code, and then you need to select the price list, which will be the standard selling, because we are in a selling module. So I am selecting the standard selling. For customer specific, if you want to add customer specific, then you need to select the customer as well, or you need to add a common item price, then you need not to require to select any customer. If you are adding customer specific price, then you need to select a particular customer to whom you are applying this price. So I am adding the standard selling price, so I'm not selecting any customer over here. So in other details, I'm selecting my currency, because we are in India. That's why I have selected INR. But here you can select your currency as per your country and as per your taxation law. Now I am entering the rate, for which rate I am going to sell this particular item. So I have entered the rate, and in ERPNext, you are able to set the validity for this rate as well, from start date to end date, or from any particular period. You need to set the rate date also. If you require any lead time to supply this material to your customer, then you can add the lead time in days as well in an item price. So Other details, you can add any other notes or any other reference if you want in a note section or a reference section from item price. Now I'm going to save this item price by clicking on the save button. So I have saved this item price, and this price will be available for the sales quotation and any other selling documents which I am going to refer for the particular transaction. So let's go back to the home module and again go back to the selling module. Now we have seen the item price. Now we have seen the item group as well. So to add a new particular item group, you need to click on item group and you will get the list of previously added item groups over here. And if you want to create any new item group, then you need to click on item group button, and here once you click on that, you will be landed on a new item group, and here you need to provide item name, item group name. I am providing finished goods. Then parent item group will be the all item groups, and if you want a specific or default company for which company we are creating this item group, then you can add the default company detail just by clicking on the add row button, and the company detail will be get listed down automatically. So for this particular item group, if you want to apply any taxation detail, then you can add a taxation detail as well. So whenever you are doing the transaction for particular under these item group items, then this tax will be picked it from this template itself. So in India, we are paying a goods and service tax. So under that, I'm selecting a particular GST tax for this particular item group. So we are doing the transaction under 18% of GST. So I have selected it 18% GST tax template for this particular item group and under its items. So this is the item group overview, and we will now save this record by clicking on the save button. So this way you will be able to create a new item group in ERPNext application. You can modify it, you can rename it, you can customize it by clicking on a just menu button, and if you want to do any modification, customization, then you will be able to do the modification and customization. So go back to the home module or home doc type, and again go to the selling doc type, and here we are landed again back to the selling doc type. Please note that in ERPNext, every module is a single doc type for ERPNext application. So don't be confused. Module and doc type. What are the modules? What are the doc types? Module is nothing but single doc type for that particular module. So we have seen that item price and item group under the item and pricing. Now we are moving to selling module, and we will check the customer master details. So to click or to add a new customer details, you need to go to the reports and master. Under selling master, you need to go to click on customer menu. So when I click on customer menu, I will be landed on a customer doc type. Here I am clicking on add customer button. Before that, we will take a look overview of already added customer list in a list view. So in this list view, you will get the detail of customer name, its status, and its customer group and its ID. If you want to customize this list view report, then you need to, first of all, you need to change this report type. Change this report type from list view to report view. You need to click on a list view drop down button, then you will get 4 options. One is report, another one is the dashboard, and then Kanban, and then images. If you have added any particular image for any particular atom, then you can view that image as well from the list view drop down button. So I want to add some other columns for this report, so I am now changing my list view report to report view. So I'm just clicking on the report view. Now I am on a report view doc type where I am going to add some of the report. There are 2 ways to add columns and add new fields in this report view section. First of all, if you click on any column header portion, then you will find out some drop down icon. Then you need to click on that drop down icon and you will get the option add column, or you will get another option to remove column. So here you can use by these 2 functionalities. If you want to add column, then you need to click on the add column option, or if you want to remove the column, then you need to click a remove column option. If you want to sort ascending descending, then you can also choose the sort ascending option or sort descending option for this particular report. Another way is to add the column is go to the menu function, and under menu function you will be find one option or one sub menu that is named as a pick column. So just click on a pick column, then pick column dialog box will get open. Under this you need to select whatever the column you want or whatever the field you want to add to your report. Then you will be just check that field. Suppose I want to get the details of GSTN number, or suppose I want the billing currency, and again if you want any other field, so you can just check that for field name or column name. I have selected 2 options. One is a GSTN number and another one is a billing currency. Again, I need to define the option if anything else, but there is no any other option. So I am just selecting these 2 columns, and now I am clicking on submit button. If I click the submit button, then at the end of the report these 2 columns will be added automatically. If you see that in my report section, GSTN and UN column is added now, and as well as billing currency column is also added now. If I want to remove this, just I need to click on the header portion. I need to click on drop down icon button, and I have to select the remove column option. Then this column will be get removed automatically. So this is a pretty simple functionality provided by ERPNext application to customize your report at your end. For this, you need not to contact any vendor or any implementation vendor or any techno-functional consultant to customize your report. So end user can also able to customize his or her own report at his level or her level. So this is the one functionality. Now we are clicking on add customer button. Once you click on add customer button, then new customer doc type will be get open, and in this you need to add, first of all you need to add the customer name. Please observe one thing: wherever the red asterisk sign is there, that means that field is a mandatory field. In every form or every doc type, wherever you will get the red asterisk signs in front of the field label, that means this field is a mandatory field. You cannot keep that field blank. You need to provide some much of value for that particular field. It is applicable in and everywhere of entire ERPNext application, whether it is a buying module, whether it is a selling module, whether it is an accounting module. Everywhere these fields, this kind of red color asterisk sign is available. It represents that this particular field is a mandatory field. So in selling module, it appears on in front of the customer name. That means customer name is a mandatory field. So I am entering the customer name. So my customer name would be guest 2, and again I am coming down to the customer type. Here in ERPNext there are 4 type of customer type available. One is a company, another one is a individual, and then third one is a proprietorship, fourth one is a partnership. From the appropriate customer type you need to choose your customer type. So in my case guest 2 is a individual customer, so I am selecting customer type as an individual. Again, then if it is an individual, then I need to provide a salutation, whether it is a doctor, madam, master, miss, mrs, or mr. So I am selecting it mr, and then again I need to provide the territory from which part of territory this customer belongs to. So I am selecting territory as a India. Then in case of individual, I need to, if I set salutation, then I need to set a gender as well. So I'm providing the gender, and now I'm moving ahead to the customer group, whether it is a commercial or this individual belong to government or individual. So my customer type is individual, so I'm selecting customer group as an individual. Also, you can set the account manager for this particular customer, who will be responsible for their entire business transaction, whether it is to recovery of the payment or whether it is a product related any dispute or product related any question arise from the customer. Then this account manager will responsible to answer each and every questions asked from the customer or their payment recovery and all financial related issues. Then under the default section, you will set the default price list, which is will be a standard selling price list. And here you will set a default billing currency. Currently we are in India, so I am selecting it as a INR. Then if customer provided any bank detail, then you can add the default bank. If you want to create a new bank account for this particular customer, then you can create it by just clicking on the create new bank account option. So currently I'm not entering anything else here, and I am moving ahead on a contact and address option. Here if you added any other contact details or address detail, then you will get automatically listed over here. If you not, then you can create the new contact for this particular customer or new customer for this particular customer. So before creating that, you need to save this record. So we will create later on the contact as well as address for this particular customer. So moving ahead to the tax detail tab. Here, if in the case of company or in a case of proprietorship or partnership, then you can add the taxation details, the tax category, whether it is in-state or out-state, or whether it is a GST register or not unregistered, or it is under special economy zone or any other tax category which is available in your country. You can choose that tax category and you can put the GSTN number. This is in my case, this is the individual customer, so he is not applicable for the GST category. So I am putting up as an unregistered, and I am putting the blank database, a blank field for GSTN field. And if your customer having any PAN details, then you can add the PAN details over here, or if don't have, then left it blank as it is. Under the accounting tab, you need to set the default payment terms for particular customer. There are 2 default payment terms in my case. One is a 30 days credit and another one is a cash payment. If you want to add another payment term, then you need to click on create new payment term template, and then template will get created and will get listed out over here. So I'm selecting a cash payment option. So I'm not going to give any kind of credit because this is the first time transaction I'm doing with this particular customer. So my first transaction would be a cash payment transaction. Again, in a sales team tab, under the sales team table, you can add n number of salesperson for this particular customer who will be, as I say in the account manager section, who will be responsible for the complete this entire transaction with respect to sales order, sales invoice, dispatch of material, or any other payment recovery for this particular customer. In settings, you can do some kind of settings like if I want to generate a sales invoice without sale order for this customer, then I had to make the decision by allowing this flag, by checking this flag, allow sales invoice creation without sale order. Or if I want to sales invoice creation without any delivery note, then I need to click this flag for the same. If I want to frozen this customer due to any financial issues or any outstanding payment history, then I am able to frozen this customer by just clicking on this ease frozen option, by activating ease frozen option. If I want to disable this customer for any previous or in any future transaction, then I am able to disable this customer by checking this option. Remember one thing, if you disable this customer, then you are not able to find any previous transaction of this customer or any previous history in case of is there any outstanding. So before making this flag activated, please check is there any outstanding amount is there or any pending transaction is there for this customer. If not, then only you can disable it. If it is pending something, then take care before making any decision of disable this customer. So this is how we can create a customer master in our ERPNext application. Now I am clicking on save this button to save this customer details. So once I click on this save button, now you will see that this customer is now enabled and is available for the any sales transaction in our ERPNext application or database. So now we will move ahead. We have already created one customer record and we are going back to the selling module. Now we will create one selling cycle by generating one quotation. So let's go to the quotation from the reports and master, and here we will add one quotation for the particular customer. So here I am selecting one. Here if you observe, we have created one customer. The customer will get listed out if I enter the only 2 characters from the customer. So I'm selecting this particular customer. Before that, we will add the contact details for this particular customer. If you want, then you can add the contact details over here, or again we will go back to the selling module and we'll click on the customer master, and you will get the customer details list view on a customer doc type. Then we will open this customer record and we are going to add contact and address detail. Here we can click on new address button, and we'll selecting the address line. I'm entering the address title as a billing address, and now address type will be a billing address. Here I'm entering the address line 1, address line 2. If you have any detail address, Then I'm selecting the city and I'm entering the country. Then I'm selecting the state and I'm entering the postal code or zip code for this particular customer. So I have entered the postal code or zip code. As I earlier mentioned, this customer is an individual customer, so I don't have any taxation details. In email address, if you have email address, then you can add it, or otherwise you may leave blank all these email address, phone number, or tax category field. Now I'm going to save this address details. So I'm saving it, and now the address will be available for the billing address for this particular customer. So again, I'm going to selling module, and now under reports and master, I'm going to click on quotation, and now I'm adding a new quotation for this particular customer. So here I'm clicking on new quotation details. So I'm landed on a quotation doc type. Here I'm selecting the customer name. Now I have selected our new customer, which earlier we have entered in customer master, and below in a item table I am adding the item code. Here our item is, and now if you see that we have added the item price for this particular item, that price will be automatically get reflected over here in a rate column. If you want to change it, you can change it manually, or if you want to keep as it is, you can keep as it is. So I'm not going to change because it comes from the directly from the item master, item price master. So I'm not changing it anything over here. So in a terms and condition, you can add. Already we have added our terms for this particular customer master. So that terms reflected automatically over here. If you want change or if you want to remove, then you can directly remove that by selecting this and deleting. By clicking on delete button, you will be deleting this payment term. But for that you need a appropriate access or authority right to do these activity. So currently I'm not doing anything, and again I'm going to detail tab, and I'm checking once again everything is right, and if it is, then I'm going to save this quotation. Now once I click on the save button, then by default it goes to the drop state, which means that this quotation is now went or goes to the appropriate approval authority to approve that quotation for the final submission or final uh, conversion of sale order. So now I'm submitting it for the confirmation, and I have submitted it. Now you've seen that the drop state has been changed into the open state. Now this quotation is open for the acceptance of the customer. Once we got the acceptance from the customer end, then we will create this quotation into a sale order. Before that, I will show you how you can send this quotation to the customer as well. If you want to print out this quotation, then you need to click on this print button, printer symbol button, and you will able to download it as a PDF document, or you can get directly hard copy printout from your printer if printer is attached to your computer or laptop. So there is also second option is go to the menu option, and you can change or customize your printing setting as well. If you want to send this quotation to your customer by email, then you will need to go to the menu option once again, and then you will find email option over here. You can send an email by attaching this quotation to particular customer here if you added the email for that particular customer. Currently we don't have any email account for that particular customer. That's why the customer list is not populated over here. So we are not in a position to send an email to this customer because we are not added any email account for this customer. Suppose somehow reason we lost this order or we become a highest rated supplier for this customer, then you will able to set as a lost option is also there for this quotation. If you want to set as a lost, then you will need to click on set as a lost button, and then set as a lost dialog box will get open. You need to give some reason for the loss of this order. Then you will select the appropriate drop down value from the loss reason drop down value, or your value is not listed out over here, then you can create a new loss reason value by clicking on create new quotation loss reason. So once you set the loss reason, then you need to add the competitor details if you have, or you will need to give the detailed reason, and you can declare this quotation as a loss quotation. So currently I'm not going to set anything. So now I got the confirmation from the customer and he accepted our offer for this rate. So directly I am converting this quotation to a sale order by clicking on create a drop down button from the quotation page itself. There are two options to generate a sale order. One is you can open this quotation from the quotation report over here and then go to the create drop down option, and from the create drop down option you can select a sale order option to convert this sale order, or otherwise you need to go to the selling option, and under the reports and master you need to select a sale order option, and in sale order you can select the add sale order button, and here you are going to select your appropriate customer. So our customer is guest 2, and from the get item from option you will select the option a quotation. Once you select the quotation, the all pending quotation list will get populated under the select quotation dialog box, and from this dialog box you need to select your appropriate quotation number, and I have selected this quotation number, and now I am clicking on get item detail button. Here the item will be get listed out directly from quotation. That means I am giving the reference of that particular quotation to the sale order. So my quotation number is now linked to this sale order number, so I am able to track the entire transaction from quotation to dispatch to a sale invoice. So this way I am interlinking one document to another document in ERPNext application. So now you have seen that item details is listed out in the item table from the quotation. Now I am going to save this sale order. So here I am clicking on save button. Once I click on a save button, there is a delivery date which is a mandatory field. As I earlier said that if there is any asterisk sign, you have seen any asterisk sign from any field in front of any field, then that field required a value. Here in the item table, if you see that the delivery date column is there, where you have seen that asterisk, red color asterisk sign, and I kept that field as a blank. Then again here I need to put something value for the delivery date. So I'm selecting it as today date itself. So now I am able to save this record because we have provided the input value for the delivery date. Yes, this quotation is now get submitted or get saved, which is again it goes to the draft state, And for the final submission, I'm clicking on submit button. And now this quotation or this sale order now is get submitted, and its state it has been changed from the draft to deliver and bill. Now we have generated one customer, we have generated one quotation, we have converted that quotation into sale order, and now we are going to do the delivery for this particular item. So if you want to generate a delivery note or a sale invoice in case of a retail transaction, or in case of production, you can convert this sale order into work order as well. So in production module, we will see that how we can generate the sale order into work order, and again how we can convert that work order into the production order as well. In that production manufacturing module, we are going through this, but currently we are assuming that we are doing retail business, so we are directly selling this product from, we are converting this sale invoice directly from the sales order. If you want to generate a delivery note, then you can convert this delivery note as well. But currently I am doing the directly sale invoice from this sale order to sale invoice. So I am clicking on create drop down button, and from the drop down option I am selecting it sales invoice. Now once I select the sell invoice option, now I have landed on a new sales invoice doc type, where I am going to check each and every details of my product, whether it is an item name or a rate or amount. And then if also I check the payment terms or contact address details and the terms, whether it is a payment terms or whether it is a delivery terms. Also more option. In case I have received any advance payment, then that advance payment will get reflected over here from the customer in a payments option or a payment tabs. Here if you see that advance payment detail will get reflected in advance table details, the reference number, the remark, the amount and allocated amount, each and every detail. You will find that if you have accepted any advance payment from the customer. Currently we do not have any advance payment, so again we are going back to the detail tables and we are going to save this sale invoice, and we will make the dispatch against the same document. So I'm saving this, and now this sale invoice comes under the draft state. Here I'm going to confirm it by submitting this document for the permanent confirmation. Once again I'm clicking on the submit button, and now I'm saying yes, I need to submit this document. Once you have saved this document, if there is any integration already has been done for the e-way bill or any e-invoice settings, because we are in India, according to your country's law and taxation law, you will need to do any integration for the taxation document or any other document. So if we have integrated the e-way bill facility in India, then I am able to generate directly e-way bill from the invoicing doc type itself. So I'm not generating because there is a criteria. The e-way bill will generated over and above rupees 50,000. Currently my valuation is 40,000 rupees, so I'm not going to generate e-way bill. So now we have made a sales invoice, and now this material is ready for the dispatch. You can get a printout of the sale invoice from the print option over here, or you may send this email by electronic mail as well by going to the menu option. Please remember that we have not set any email address for this customer, so we are not in a position to send email. But if you have already set an email address to customer master, then you will be able to send this email directly from the option menu. Now assume that this material has been get dispatched to the customer, and now customer had paid you a payment against this invoice, because currently this invoice under the state of unpaid right now. If you view the accounting ledger from the view drop down option, then it will show that your customer have the liability of the 45,000 rupees. Overall liability is a 53,100, because taxation is get added, GST tax, because we have set the taxation template for the item. So the tax is also get calculated. So current overall liability of your debtor is 53,100 rupees, and by bifurcation, by doing the bifurcation, is 45,000 plus 4,050 and 4,050 for the GST taxes. So overall payment has to be received as 53,100 rupees. So this is the overview of your general ledger for this particular debtor. So once again, go back to the selling module and just go to the sale invoice option, and you will be landed on a sale invoice list view doc type, where you can check all the sale invoice generated list. So again, go to the your customer invoice, which is currently unpaid status. Just click on the customer title name, and here you will be landed on the invoice detail screen. Go to the create drop down button, and now you will find out there are the option for the payment, or if your customer has been returned out this product for the some of the issues, then you can directly generate return or credit note from the create drop down option. So I'm going to I have not received any return material, so I'm going to create a payment directly. I have received the payment, so I'm clicking on payment option. By click on the payment option, you will be landed on a new payment entry doc type. Here obviously I am receiving the payment, so my by default payment type will be a received, and I am accepting the mode of payment through the check. So I have entered the mode of payment as a check, and now I am going to the below of the payment reference. Here I have already linked my sale invoice number. Against that I am receiving the 53,100 rupees payment, which is including a tax. And now here in the transaction ID, I'm entering the check detail numbers on which through I have received this payment. So now check reference date is the 5th of December. Today I have received it. So I have entered the check number and details, and now I'm saving this payment entry by clicking on the save button. Once you save this, again it goes to the draft. That means it goes to the approval for your higher authority, who will be the senior account manager or finance manager, need to submit that. So I'm clicking on the submit button, and then the payment entry gets saved. If you see the ledger of this particular account or particular transaction, then you will see that debtor will get credited of 53,100, and my HDFC bank, where I am expecting the payment, will get debited now 53,100, and now my balance will be get automatically zero. So this way you can generate a sales cycle right from the quotation to sale order to sale invoice, and sale invoice to the payment entry. Thank you.